Ducati, the traditional Italian brand from Bologna, has long reached cult status. You don't just ride a Ducati, one is more like a fanatic, almost a disciple, really a Ducatista. Ducati is known for sports bikes on the road and track, to thoroughbred asphalt flyers to grind the knee. New and unusual, the mighty Ducati Diavel power cruiser. That means in northern Italian dialect, devil. The Bolognese Beelzebub on two wheels comes with brute force and a powerful engine, an almost scary V2 sound. With that, the silhouette of a bodybuilder just before the show contest. Muscular, contoured, solid and powerful. Ducati is flexing its muscles like never before. They say Diavel in Bologna, the home of Ducati, when they speak of the devil. And when Ducati was thinking about building a new power bike, there the word for devil, Diavel, was just bad enough for the machine. The Ducati Diavel has 162 horsepower, and to bring this brute force to the ground, Pirelli had to whittle this 240 Pirelli rear tyre. Riding the Diavel, one can choose between three driving modes, sport, touring and urban. I'm going to first select the gentler urban mode with only 100 horsepower instead of 162, for I think, even with 100 horses, the Diavel will gallop fast. The plump-looking Diavel is good for some surprises. Above all, the Ducatista sits very relaxed in the saddle. Attention, 83 centimeter seat height does not sound like much, but because of the wide bench seat, short-legged V2 fans are in the wrong place here. Focal point at the rear, two massive megaphones next to the swinging arm and the extra-wide rear tires in CinemaScope format. At the beginning of the Diavel design, the idea was to bring a muscular silhouette in line with a sporty engine. The result was a flat bike with a longer wheelbase. In the dark, the character-defining LED lights illuminate backwards and forwards to the eye. The extra-wide 240 tyre is custom-made by Pirelli. Behind the handlebars, the rider looks at quality construction and easy-to-operate switches and buttons that are used to control everything. All relevant settings are possible, in addition to performance characteristics and multi-level Ducati traction control, DTC, or the ABS, which works very well, and the display brightness. The new unique LCD display color, and above all that as well, the digital displays of the Diavel may at first seem a bit confusing or cluttered, but I found if one spends a little time with it, then you can find everything well. At the end of the day, the Diavel has insanely complex settings, but it's not too complicated. The heart of the Italo cruisers, Ducati's famous Testa-Retta engine that also gives quite a different caliber of wings. For example, the Super Sport Ducati 1198, where the V-twin contributes to fiery test riding fun in the SP version with 170 horsepower. In the Diavel Testa-Retta, it doesn't show off quite so extreme with its sheer power. Depending on the model, 100 to 162 horsepower. However, a massive 128 Newton-meter of torque provides for unbridled power in all situations. This brings the Diavel very good marks as a country road hunter, thanks to its surprising agility in spite of wide tires. What it is most of all is a real eye-catcher. When traveling with a motorcycle, especially in the city, I've never had so many personal reactions. Older people either look a little confused or skeptical, and young people call with definite hand movements for me to turn the throttle, so we can enjoy the soundscape together. The sound is really unique as well. I think the Diavel puts a Harley or custom bikes or even the VMAX pretty much in their place. And so it's back to the constant search for feedback from the roadside. That one is always guaranteed. But soon, the Diavelesta stands above all those things. Sovereignty spreads itself on the powerful control center between TFT display and Pirelli tire. The driver sits casually in their ergonomic seat and has up to 162 horses under his control. Wide tires bring benefits to the contact surface and thus in terms of grip. And the Diavel can be moved relatively easily because it weighs only 200 kilograms. At the specialist Limburger, for example, the complete carbon fiber kit costs 1,000 euros. The carbon version from Ducati with special wheels and blackened forks costs around 3,000 euros more than the base version Diavel. But even in the carbon fiber version, the Ducati ranges under the price of a Yamaha VMAX. The 17,000 euro base Diavel lies at the same level as a Harley V-Rod. So not bad cards for the devil himself from Bologna. Ducati Diavel, the devil from Bologna, is brutal, with up to 162 horsepower, no wonder. It's also very monstrous. The Ducati from its scale, it's amazingly versatile. It is in fact easier than you think. About 200 kilograms in the carbon version, that makes it a unique power cruiser that can also give enormous fun on the road. 16,690 euros is the base price. With 20,000 euros you can end up with a lot of carbon fiber embellishments. Even that does not seem excessive for what you get. It is in fact a bike with an absolute rarity. Yet Ducati intends that soon 1 in 7 machines leaving Bologna will be a Diavel. Time will tell if they can achieve that. Anyway, I warn everyone against a test drive. You should of course take one, but it poses an enormous risk of addiction in itself. Those who place a lot of value on the pure carbon fiber kit ride for 18,000 euros totally exclusively through the landscape and will reap surprise looks. Either because of the sound or because of the maneuverability of the Italo cruiser, or probably both.